Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask you to please rise for the playing of our national anthem. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the DeVos Fieldhouse here in the campus of Hope College for today's women's varsity contest between the Thunder of Trine University and your Hope College Flying Dutch. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Trine at 1 forward, a 6-foot junior from Chesterfield, number 11, Tara Benowitz. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 6'3" senior from Holland, number 5, Olivia Voskuhl. At 1 forward for Trine, a 6'1" senior from Pinckney, number 25, Shay Herbert. And at 1 forward for the Flying Dutch, a 5'10" senior from Zeeland, number 20, Kennedy Schoonveld. Starting at center for Trine, a 6'2" junior from Louisville, Kentucky, number 44, Kelsey Taylor. And at center for the Flying Dutch, a 6'2" senior from Shelby Township, number 25, Ashley Thomas. At 1 guard for Trine, a 5'5" sophomore from Lake City, number 3, Michaela Artis. And at 1 guard for the Flying Dutch, a 5'9" senior from Grand Rapids, number 22, Sydney Muller. And at the final guard spot for Trine, a 5'10" junior from Rockford, number 4, Kayla Wildman. And at the final guard spot for the Flying Dutch, a 5'7" senior from Flushing, number 23, Lauren Newman. Trine University is coached by Andy Rang. Hope College is coached by Brian Morehouse. Your officials this evening, Mr. Todd Hoke, Mr. Andy McKellar, and Mr. Jake Rolfe.
There's Darren Deistermars with your starting lineups tonight, folks. Welcome inside the DeVos Fieldhouse here for the NCAA women's basketball matchup. I'm Blaine Wiersbicki alongside Eric Van Swol, ready for the biggest matchup so far of the season in the D3 women's basketball landscape. Number 1, Hope College Flying Dutch host the number 5 ranked Trine Thunder. These teams played 3 times last year. Hope won all 3 en route to their undefeated season before that season was cut off in the tournament. And these two high-powered teams looking to face off once again here for the first time in the 2021 season. Voskuhl up for the jump. Cross from Kelsey Taylor.
It's a battle of 2 heavyweights, that's for sure.
Glad to have you back on the call, Eric. Should be a great one tonight. Let's hope wins the tip, starts it off.
Hey, it's an absolute pleasure to be here, let me tell you what.
Thomas goes back door to Muller. Kick out for the 3. See them run that quite a bit. Drive inside. Newman. Voskuhl will take the paint jumper and knock it down. First points for Hope.
Hope starting out doing what they always do, and I think that's going to be Trine's biggest bugaboo this evening to see if they can stop that, especially the wave of the attacks that Hope throws at them.
Michaela Artis runs the point for the Thunder. Up top of the key now. Tara Benowitz leads this team in scoring, 9.8 points per game, 3 from the left wing, way off the mark that time. Offensive rebound underneath by Artis. Chance for the layup, no good from Kelsey Taylor. Another try and a foul called.
2 quick offensive rebounds there for Trine, and I think that's going to be one of the keys to the game for them on offense. If they can handle Hope inside on the boards and get some offensive rebounds, put back those missed shots.
Yeah, Michaela Artis, the shortest player out on the floor, coming up with a no board to extend the possession. Kelsey Taylor gets to go to the line, knocks down the first. Taylor, the junior forward from Louisville, Kentucky, listed at 6'2", should be a great battle with Olivia Voskuhl. Knocks down the pair, tied at 2. Newman brings it back up the floor for Hope. This all-senior starting lineup. Voskuhl, Newman, Muller, Schoonveld, and a 3 for Ashley Thomas, knocks it down.
It's not only the size that Trine has to deal with, but the experience as well, especially coming off a team who was undefeated last year.
And I think you could see that experience in the ball movement, the first 2 possessions from Hope, getting 2 very good shots. Backdoor pass, Schoonveld didn't quite pick it up. That's going to leave a wide open 3 for Artis, off the heel. Another offensive rebound for Trine, and Muller lucky to avoid a foul there.
Very much so.
Artis, nowhere to go. No one in front, though. Pulls up, takes the easy 2. 5-4. Trine bench bringing some energy. Of course, we've seen teams have had to do that with limited to no attendance in every game this year. Thomas will drive and be fouled. And saw that from the Hope men's team in the game this weekend when they got the win against Calvin. And then earlier this week when we saw them go to Albion, the conference favorite, and get the win. And the women's team, in the one game I got to call for them the first game of the season, same thing, bringing the energy. And so far it's Trine's bench who's bringing the energy tonight.
Well, and that's what you've seen in all sports over the last year or so, is teams having to bring their own energy. It seems like the home court or home field advantage has kind of gone away just because it's a little more even playing field when you don't have 3,000 fans screaming around you.
Thomas will make the second to split the pair. It's a 6-4 Hope lead. Artis looks over to Coach Rang in the sideline. Newman guarding closely.
Hope trying to up the pressure on defense here.
Benowitz out top to Taylor. Trying to find Wildman going back door. Taylor can take it all the way inside, and she walked. Took an extra hop and a step before putting the shot up.
It's good call from the official there, and I think that was in part due to the extra pressure that Hope's defense was trying to put on Trine there.
See on the replay just the extra shuffle there as Kelsey Taylor tried going to the right. Muller left wing wants to take it inside. Good help side defense and a block coming in for Shea Herbert, senior forward from Pinckney, Michigan. Right wing. Wildman thought about it. Muller stifling defense, chops it away. It's on the ground. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow is going to keep it with Trine. 17 seconds on the shot clock.
That energy you mentioned coming from the Trine bench just a second ago is seems to be coming from the Hope bench now. It's going to be interesting to see that back and forth throughout the game.
Artis to inbound, trying to get the play from the bench. Looking to lob it over the top. 15 seconds to work with here for the Thunder. Kayla Wildman. Good hedge up top, Voskuhl, and a steal. Jumping the passing lane was Ashley Thomas. She's going to go all the way with the right hand.
Seems like Trine's offense been a little bit out of sorts after those first couple of possessions. They played real well on those two, but the last few been a little bit of a struggle for them.
Newman wants to pester Artis, almost took it away again. Artis is going to have a free cut to the baseline. Schoonveld with good help. Step back three. Nothing but net, but not on the inside of it. Another offensive rebound for Trine, won't go, and finally Thomas pulls it down. Looking to push ahead. Muller's going to take the long two. That one short, didn't quite step into that one.
Yeah, didn't quite get her balance under her on that one. I'd like to see her take her time a little more.
Artis driving right side. She'll pull up. Tough to get a shot up over Thomas. Blocked by Voskuhl on the rebound. Trine's had an no board just about every possession. Quickly, Schoonville back the other way. Her shot is blocked out of bounds.
But as you said, it's hard to get a shot over Thomas on the inside, and she's not the only one you got to worry about inside there. And we're seeing our first hockey substitution from Hope, so we'll see how Trine manages against the second unit here.
Ella McKinney in for the Dutch, and there's a fifth sub that'll make it the full line change. Claire Bagley coming into the game.
Just such an advantage when you can do that with a squad.
Kate
4 minutes on, 4 minutes off.
Kate Majerus, Courtney Barnes, and Casey DeSmit in the game. Baseline tipped out. Got to be on your toes as a broadcaster coming in.
That is right.
The hockey subs, and they like to keep the legs fresh, and you wonder as you start getting that starting lineup back in for the second, the third time with fresh legs, how much they'll be able to take advantage. Nice inbound pass, and a wide open look is knocked down by Ella McKinney, the sophomore from Hazlitt that hasn't seen a ton of playing time in the first couple of games I've seen, steps in and knocks it down. But of course, everybody sees some playing time. Everybody's got to be ready to go for Hope. A little too aggressive up top. Kate Majerus with the foul.
It's almost like a pitcher seeing a baseball lineup for the third time through, vice versa.
11-4 Hope lead here. 6 minutes left in this first quarter. Out on the wing, shot fake and a drive. Nowhere to go there for Kayla Wildman, and just throws it away. Oh, that's a tough pass looking ahead, and a little too much juice on it from Bagley. You could see her trying to size it up, but it wasn't quite there, forced to go over the top.
I like the aggressiveness on that play, especially with the early lead, trying to get an easy transition bucket, but just couldn't quite execute.
Artis up top again, being pestered by Newman. Baseline. Didn't see the kick in the corner. Stuck, and it's taken away by Ella McKinney.
Just ripped away right there after the half-court trap in the corner.
Right wing here. Majerus spins and turns around. looking to work it inside. A nice block there from Kelsey Taylor. And now Trine will try to keep up with the fresh legs. Kaylee Argyle checking into the game with Rachel Stewart and Sam Underhill, who is the leading rebounder at 7.4 boards a game for this Trine Thunder team.
We'll see how she does on the offensive glass on the other end for Trine.
Smith struggling to find someone, but eventually gets it in to McKinney. Corner, catch and shoot. Majerus, long air ball.
Not what you want to see out of an inbounds play like that.
Argyle now. Benowitz, leading scorer, hasn't gotten a chance yet. Try to force one inside, taken away by Hope again. Smith, one of the most skilled guards you're going to see in the MIAA. In the game on the left wing here. Drive inside and nothing doing again.
Hope trying to play the inside-out game, and it just wasn't working for them there, but their stifling defense has held Trine to 4 points so far.
Herbert over to Stewart. Stewart looks a little lost out there. Argyle now on the left wing. Nice shot fake and a drive. Leads to an easy 2 for Underhill.
Well, that was a nice move by Benowitz right there. Great assist, finding an open player, easy bucket.
Smith tried forcing one in. Verticality all the way. Trine looking to get right back into this one. Jarris had a chance for a steal. Here comes another line change for Hope. Left wing 3 as well, long. Rebound brought in by McKinney.
Thought Trine was going to take advantage of the transition there, but weren't able to.
Smith comes to a stop and get a travel called. And Hope's got 3 quick turnovers in the last couple minutes, and the starters right back in for Hope. Kayla Wildman in for Trine. You wonder how these subs affect other teams. They look, do we need to move bodies in and stay fresh when they get fresh legs in? Do we need to keep our best players in? Everyone with their different strategies.
Not to mention this year you have the added strategy of playing with masks on as well, and how that may affect players.
Trine up top here. Wildman guarded by Schoonveld. Trying to drive to the left side. Schoonveld tough on D. Nice pass inside. Underhill was waiting. Tried to go up into Vasco. Out of bounds. It'll stay with Trine. They'll have 5 seconds on the shot clock, and Kelsey Taylor checking in for Underhill.
Underhill at 6'1". Usually you wouldn't expect her to have too much issue on the inside there, but Livia Vasco listed at 6'3", giving her a lot of problems.
Defending MIAA Defensive Player of the Year. Drive inside, right hand, won't go for Wildman. Here's Newman. 3:20 left in the first quarter. Hope still sitting on 11 points. Bit of a mini scoring drought. Almost another turnover as the pass was jumped. Rachel Stewart tipped it out of bounds.
Coach Morehouse can't be happy with the way the last 4 or 5 minutes of gameplay has gone.
I'm going to try and draw up something a little different here. Newman gets the call. They want Schoonveld up top. Muller gets a little bit of space, but looked a little uncomfortable on the shot. Hustling for the ball down low. We got another jump ball. Bodies hitting the floor everywhere. This time should go to Hope.
Yeah, they tried to run the elevator pick there and get an open look for 3, but the pick wasn't quite successful, and they were able to swing it over to the wing for Muller, and just not able to connect on that one.
Muller underneath, got a chance at the reverse layup. Nobody stood under the basket. And finally Hope able to break their scoring drought that lasted a few minutes here in this first quarter.
That was a beautiful move right there. Nice reverse.
Thunder now a chance to respond. All the way into the right side, nothing doing for Kaylee Argyle.
So tough. She gets by 3 defenders, and they can still come right over the top and swipe and block that.
Kelsey Taylor picks up the blocking foul as Sydney Muller tried to go baseline. And both teams have avoided fouls for the most part in this quarter, just 2 on each team with 2.5 minutes left.
Yeah, I think Trine's going to want to make sure that she doesn't pick up a second cheap one here.
Schoonveld denies the screen, gives it over to Voskuhl. And just not on the same page there. Voskuhl was trying to decide between getting it up top, swinging around, playing a little 2-man game with Schoonveld, and ends up throwing it out of bounds.
Seemed like a good route right there, but like you said, not on the same page. Miscommunication results in another turnover.
So now the Thunder again. Argyle up top to Taylor. Left wing here, Underhill. Trying to go inside, Mouse in the house. Taylor didn't get it up. Taylor will try to drive now, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Drives into the paint, that's gonna be an offensive foul.
There's that second foul I just mentioned.
Yeah, right away you pick them up back to back on one end of the floor and then straight down on the other end of the floor. And that's gonna bring Shea Herbert back into the game.
That's a tough one. I thought that first one she picked up was a little touchy down below underneath, but tough to argue that last one.
Under 2 now in the first quarter. Muller had it poked away, but gets it back. Newman left wing. Trine definitely sagging in the paint, making sure Hope isn't able to get whatever they want at the rim. And Voskuhl again not on the same page. And Muller was shoved and fouled. Trine, not a big fan of the call, wanted the over the back, but looked like she was shoved before going over that half-court line.
Yeah, it was good defense there by Wildman, but just wasn't able to come up with the loose ball there. That was almost another turnover for Hope. They've already got 5 in this game.
Yeah, and Hope's definitely a team that prides themselves on their experience, their passing, taking care of the ball, and on pace to turn it over more than 20 times in this game already. Thomas will spin, left hand, couldn't get to go. Voskuhl keeps it alive. Schoonveld can't make it. Thomas with another rebound try. She's fouled. And if Hope can start dominating the boards, if you look across the board there, just about everybody they're matched up with has a couple inches on their opponent. If they can take advantage of the boards, they might not have to worry about the passing as much. Just get it inside and go to work.
Absolutely. I mean, when you line up 6'3", 6'2", 6'1", and then you got some subs come in with similar numbers to that, it's a tough, long day for the opposing team inside trying to get those rebounds offensively and defensively.
So Thomas goes to the line. No friendly home rim on the first one. As Trine quickly picks up 3 straight fouls, or 4 straight fouls, to get to 5 in the quarter.
Is that like the announcer's curse right there? You say no fouling, and then they get 4 in a row?
Yes, indeed. Split the pair for Thomas, 14-6. Hope on top here.
Speaking of split, both teams at 10 total rebounds right now. So we've talked about the emphasis on the rebounds and turnovers, and rebounds are even.
Turnover here for Trine, and Trine comes into this game with a +10 rebounding margin against their opponents, but certainly Hope the tallest team and probably the best team that they've played yet this season.
Well, it's hard to argue with that #1 rating.
Trine at number 5, trying to shake things up. Inside, Voskuhl. That's a nice pass and a quick turn and a left-handed finish.
That was a beautiful draw, beautiful execution. 2 points.
Argyle closely defended by Newman. Hope with a double-digit lead here in the first quarter. Trine could sure use a little bit of momentum going into the second quarter.
Yeah, I think they had 4 points about 2 minutes into the quarter, and they've scored 2 since then.
And another turnover, though. Hope could take the last shot here if they want to. Coach Morehouse wants them to slow things down a bit. With a 10-point lead, trying to guarantee that double-digit second quarter start. Thomas with the shot fake. She'll drive right hand over the top and in. Hope lead grows to 12.
Let's see if Trine can get off one last shot here.
Argyle with 5 seconds. Tries to go baseline, gets a shot off last second, and it won't go. 18-6. Hope has Trine tripled up after 1 here at DeVos. We'll take a quick break here, and we'll be right back for second quarter action right after this.
Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope Admissions Office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Welcome back to DeVos Fieldhouse. Second quarter coming up. 18-6. Hope leads Trine in this battle of top 5 teams. It's looking at some of the rankings for D3Hoops.com. Just top 10s for the men and the women this year. Understandable with a lot of teams sitting out, a lot of teams having to take a few weeks off, a different amount of games being played, and really tough to rank this year, I would imagine, more so as if it isn't difficult enough in a normal year with the spread that D3 Hoops has, trying to get the coverage to see all the teams. And we got a top 5 matchup on paper. That's good enough for me. And Trine going to have to try and bounce back here in the second quarter. They don't want to take a big deficit into halftime because we know that Hope, even in the second half, is a team that likes to keep their foot on the gas pedal.
Absolutely. Trine's in the danger zone right now. If they get this lead pushed up by too much more than this, it's going to be difficult to come back.
Artis takes it inside, and nothing doing there. A couple outstretched arms of a few Dutch players down in the paint.
One stat I'd like to point out from the first half, Trine as a team, 6 points. Ashley Thomas by herself had 9.
Hope kind of with the second line back into the game here that we saw sub in the first quarter. Kate Majerus inside here. Courtney Barnes will go up and get fouled.
As we've seen early on, Hope's been taking it to the basket, trying to get it inside. Did so as well on that possession and got rewarded by going to the line.
So Courtney Barnes, also a senior, knocks down the first. So many seniors on this Hope team. It's going to be interesting to see them next year. Early on in this season yet, but next year so much turnover, you're gonna have a lot of new faces. But it's got to be comforting as a fan, as a coaching staff for Hope, seeing so many new faces coming into the game regularly. You know you're gonna have players with experience either way.
Yeah, you'd expect that. I think partly that's why there are 18 rostered players, because there's 9 rostered seniors. So half the team being seniors.
Drive inside with the right hand, no good for Underhill.
Trine bench calling for yet another foul that they haven't really seen too much of, at least from the officials' point of view.
Yeah, no fans in the stadium, and we're seated just next to the Trine bench and the away bench. In every game we call, you can definitely hear everything going on. Nice spin move inside. Right hand wouldn't go. Poked out of bounds. It'll go to Trine. And certainly the foul advantage was with Hope in that first quarter. And
yeah, the last 3 minutes, the tide turned pretty swiftly.
19-6. Hope leads here. Tipped away. Wildman keeps it alive. Took a little too long to get it to Artis. Finally does, but that one's nowhere near going in. Rebound by McKinney.
Trine's going to need more of those shots to start falling.
Right wing here, Majerus with some shooting ability. Swinging around to DeSmit as things slow down. The volume drops down a little bit here in DeVos as the sprinting pace slows down for a bit. Nice move to stop, turn, and put it up. Courtney Barnes. That's really hard to do in traffic at full speed.
Absolutely. That was a beautiful finish. Coming down the right side. Splits the defense, left hand.
21-6. Hope on top of Trine, and Trine forced to take a full timeout to slow things down. Trying to figure out a little strategy. 8:08 left here before halftime. We'll take a break. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back inside DeVos Fieldhouse. Blaine Wiersbicky and Eric Van Swol, very lucky to get to bring you the action in person tonight. If you're hearing noise in the stands, it's from the Hope bench, the Trine bench, or either of the JV teams that played before this. Lucky enough to get to hang out, watch a little live basketball before take the bus or the walk home.
Either that or one of the cameramen got a little too excited, but that's about it. That's all we got here. So it's an absolute pleasure to be here and be inside the building and be able to take in the great game of basketball once again.
Among the essential staff of Athletic Director Mr. Schoonveld, Darren Deistermars, the PA man in front of us, much more essential employees for the game. We feel lucky just to be here to get to watch some basketball live. Hope with the 21-6 lead. Stick with the second line here. DeSmit tried to reach in a little bit too far. Picks up the foul.
You saw that look in her eye from a mile away that she was going for that ball no matter what.
Hope College foul
And, you know, Hope, just about whoever they put on you, they emphasize defense so much. You're going to have a tough time on the perimeter or inside. They hedge well. They stay vertical in the paint and really like to pester people with steals. Nice job on the backdoor cut there. Trine finally breaks the seal there. Benowitz, their leading scorer.
That was a beautiful pass over the top. Excuse me, not often you can get over the top on Hope's defense.
Barnes just wants to keep going to work. Turned to the left and couldn't quite get that one to fall. Trine wants to push it ahead. Wildman gonna go right, pull up for the jumper. Won't go, board. Nothing doing there for Herbert. Gonna fall out of bounds. Trine ball.
Looked like Barnes had opportunity there to get that rebound, but couldn't find a body to box out, and trying with another offensive rebound.
Line change. Squad number 1, the starters back in. Makes it really pretty simple in the communication between your assistant coaches with subs and stuff. You know, Coach Morehouse says, well, you know what, I don't like the way this looks. Ones, get in. It's like you got a football practice scrimmage going on here.
Get the Red Dogs out there.
Tap of the key. Herbert gonna drive inside, kick, open shooter. No good. Trine has not been able to knock it down from the outside.
They've had a few good looks like that. They're gonna need to keep taking those and, you know, shoot, and they'll go in eventually.
Of course, Hope hasn't really looked to work it from 3 very much either. Both teams want to work it inside. Schoonveld against the screen. Looked like they had a trap. Instead, they go inside to Voskuhl. Open left-hand finish. Really nice job by Schoonveld to get her head up quick before it was too late.
Absolutely. To your point, Hope's only taken 4 threes. They've made 2 of them. Trine with 6 attempts so far and has yet to have 1 fall.
Pass into the corner. Save attempt. It's on the floor. Hope's going to come up with it. Out of the scrum. Schoonveld to bring it up the floor. You really say about 4 out of 5 players for Hope here, maybe 3 out of 5. You're comfortable bringing up the floor in any way.
Very true.
And that pass a little bit too hot to handle. Gonna be an over and back, another turnover for the Dutch. Trine wants another timeout though. Hope with the 23-8 lead. 6:18 left here, just a 30-second timeout will hang here. We had a timeout recently. So Trine slow to get started offensively, not knocking them down for 3, and so tough to finish with the height that Hope has inside. I'd say for Hope, their biggest concern so far for Coach Morehouse, I think, is the amount of turnovers that they've seen on the offensive end of the ball. But they still find themselves with a 15-point lead here, 6:18 before the half.
It's pretty impressive that they can give up 8 offensive rebounds so far in a quarter and a half, as well as have 6 turnovers now, and still have this type of lead. Again, you know, it goes back to Trine not being able to knock down those 3-pointers. They've taken 6, and if they make all 6 of those, it's a very different ball game here. We'll see if they start to fall.
You make all 6, you don't lose a lot of basketball games.
That is very true. You miss all 6, that's difficult to win.
Up top, Herbert. Now it's Benowitz looking to drive, surveying.
I think they really need to get Benowitz going here. She's only got 2 points so far and has taken only 2 shots.
Herbert catch and shoot, top of the key. There it is. First 3 ball goes down for Trine. Newman will bring it up. Some energy here from the Trine bench to my left. Muller wants to drive. Too far from the rim, couldn't get the shot up. Here's Benowitz, she'll catch and shoot. Oh, that one would have gone. That would have been huge for the Trine momentum. Hope wants to push it right back the other way. Muller looked like she double dribbled and went a little too fast, and another turnover here for Hope.
Yeah, just caught on her leg real quick there, and that's going to result in another turnover.
Argyle's going to check in, as well as Sophia Craig for the Thunder.
Benowitz disappointed that 3 didn't fall. She was in rhythm, in transition, got her feet under her, and just couldn't quite get it to go. But I don't think anybody related to Trine or rooting for them was upset about that shot.
Up top here, Craig, the senior, nowhere to go with it. Muller wanted to poke it away. Foul called from down on the baseline. And Muller picks up her first foul.
We'll see if Trine can do anything with an inbounds play here underneath the basket.
Just get it in right away to Underhill. Try and set up the half-court offense. Herbert, defended by Ashley Thomas. Nobody gonna pick up inside, dished off, and the layup good on the left side by Rachel Stewart.
Great move by Argyle there to get inside the defense, and when the help comes over, slide it over with a nice bounce pass for an easy lay-in.
Trine's got this one back down to 10. Muller wants to go all the way inside again with the left, and she's had trouble getting that one going. Down to the deck, another jump ball. Gonna stay with Hope.
Yeah, it's been a tough few possessions for her. She's gotten 2 blocks and a double dribble. But she's a tough player. She'll bounce back.
Yeah, this whole line out here. You talk about these seniors that have played together 4 years now. You got to expect them to be able to work through this adversity of giving up a few in a row. But now another turnover. Rachel Stewart pulled up, wide open 3-ball. Herbert knocks it down. 23-16.
That's exactly what Trine needed to get back in this game. A nice transition, open look.
Majerus is going to check in. This could be our first solo substitution for the Dutch. Newman looks inside for Voskuhl. Nice coverage underneath. Thomas knocks down the 3. Not easy to defend when you get one of your bigs out up top that can knock it down.
Yeah, she's up to 12 points now.
Herbert guarded by Thomas, 25 on 25 here, and Ashley Thomas will get a break as Majerus comes in.
I guess Coach Morehouse thought she was too hot.
Yeah, got to cool off a little bit on the bench, get back in before the half perhaps. Courtney Barnes into the game as well for the Dutch. Trine looking to cut it back down to single digits again. Nice feed inside. That's a look that you like to see. Sam Underhill.
Underhill under the basket.
Newman
work.
Wants to drive left side, and she's fouled. The shove there on Kaylee Argyle. Her second. Got to remember, Kelsey Taylor picked up that second foul early. We haven't seen her in this second quarter.
That was a big second foul.
Free throw, front of the rim and in for Newman.
She seemed like she was a big part of what Trine was trying to do offensively the first few minutes of the game, and there was a big scoring drought after she came out.
Second free throw, no good. Herbert with the rebound and brings it up the floor. Trine with 3.5 to go here before halftime. That's a tough drive inside for Rachel Stewart. Just kind of threw it up there. Hope couldn't handle the rebound. It's going to stay with Trine.
Yeah, 2 players under the ball there. Neither of them could decide who was going to hang on to it.
Inbound in the corner, Rachel Stewart. Nice feed inside. Nobody could hang on. This one's going to stay with Trine again. They'll have 4 seconds left on the shot clock.
Hope having trouble hanging on to the ball this possession, but giving Trine a couple opportunities, but they're down to 4 seconds on the clock now.
Argyle, quick feed inside, double team. Shot clock down to 0. The 3 no good. Nice box out from Courtney Barnes.
Yeah, a few possessions back, she had an opportunity for that and didn't do it, but learned from her mistake there. Like you mentioned, great box out.
Jairus had the open look, couldn't hit. So Trine again has the deficit down to single digits. They trail by 9. Looking to close the gap going into the half. Drive inside. Blocking foul going to be called on Barnes. And I think that's one of those where the size advantage just a little too much for Barnes, that she's sliding over. It's a block either way, but it's tough to take a charge when you're a lot bigger than the player dribbling the basketball toward the rim.
I was thinking of that video when Shaq tries to take that charge and he just, like, you know, basically has to jump backwards because who's going to move him? But exactly on that play. Also, like you said, sliding over. It's a block either way, but good attempt there. But it's hard when the player's that much smaller.
So Argyle's at the line. First one good. Chance to cut it down to just 7. Knocks down the pair. Trinal son Michaela Hart is back in.
Well, as I mentioned, when the second quarter got started, Trine was in the danger zone, but seems they've clawed their way back into this.
Now Hope, good dish inside. Barnes went for the reverse. Nothing doing. Artist kicks out. Open three from the wing. No good from Craig. This one out of bounds to Hope. Wildman checking in alongside Benowitz for the Thunder.
We paid a lot of lip service to the height and depth of the Hope Flying Dutch, but Trine here quietly up to 7 blocks now.
So it'll be DeSmit to bring it up the floor for the Dutch, who lead by 7. Barnes surveys. Kick to the far side. McKinney goes inside, spins. Tough shot, baseline, and the foul. Chance for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
Well, they've been driving in and getting swatted left and right, so she decided to reverse pivot, a little bit of a fadeaway, and gets the and one.
That one will brick and drop in off the back of the iron. 3-point play, and the lead is back up to 10 for the Dutch.
Hey, whatever works to get it in the bucket, even if it's the old-fashioned way and a little bit off the back.
Benowitz looking to drive, kicks. Artis goes baseline and was blocked.
Hope giving Trine a bit of taste of their own medicine right there.
Jarris in the corner.
Coach Morehouse wants them to slow it down.
Minute and a half here before halftime. Hope looking to keep that lead in the double digits going into the break. Nobody there for the pass, and it's a turnover. Going the other way, Wildman has to pull it out. Benowitz with a three. No good. Foul underneath. I think this one's going to be on Hope.
Benowitz just hasn't been able to find it from the three-point line. She's had a couple good looks, just hasn't quite gotten them to fall. I think they definitely need to get her more involved.
Usually scores about 10 points a game for Trine, which the team is balanced as the Thunder. That's a lot. She's their leading scorer. Benowitz out top. Open three look here. That one long. And it'll go over the back. Hope ball. Thunder want a quick substitution. Katie Sloniker into the game. So the ones come in for Hope here for the last minute of action. Newman looking for the double screen here in the paint.
Interesting substitution strategy there. 60 seconds all out, I guess.
Boskel, nice move, switches up and under to the left, but can't get it to finish. And it's going to stay with Hope. We'll have 20 seconds up on the shot clock.
Yeah, like you said there, great move, just unable to finish.
Nice inbound play. Muller gets it to go, and the foul. Another three-point play try here for Hope.
That's exactly what Sydney Muller needed. Coming off a couple tough possessions after the last line change. Comes right in, gets a bucket to go, gets a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Free throw left. Muller went to get her own rebound. But I think we have a lane violation. I think she ran into the paint when she saw that she missed
she
it.
Crossed early, yeah. That explains how she got there before anybody else did.
So 40 seconds left here before the break. Hope's lead is 12.
But Trine would be really happy to knock down a tray ball here and get it to single digits, but they'd take it two as well.
But instead, it's a turnover. Newman pushing, looking for numbers. She'll take it herself, and she walks instead. Just didn't have a plan going in. At that point, you just got to go up and hope you can get a foul. So Trine now will get the last shot if they want it.
You'd imagine they'd take it, not to give Hope another opportunity to score. Try to cut it to 9 or 10 here.
Drive left side, kick into the corner, wide open three look. Wildman rattles it home. Hope's got 10 seconds.
There it is. That was best case scenario for Trine on that possession.
Leads
Hope
down
look
to
for a
9.
three.
Schoonveld will take a dribble, put it up, and that one's too long. And with that last 3 for Trine, they'll make it a single-digit deficit, 32-23. Hope leads the Thunder at the half. An exciting first half, some back and forth. Looked like Hope was going to start pulling away. Trine battled back in that second quarter, and again late it looks like Hope might build the lead. And Trine gets a couple buckets right before the half, including a huge 3 from Kayla Wildman.
I think if you had pulled the Trine faithful right before the start of the second quarter, they would have been happy with a single-digit deficit here going into half.
So with that, we're going to take a break here. Time to pay the bills, and we'll be back for second half action at DeVos right after this.
My name is Lee Kang. I'm the 2019 Borgeson Residence artist in Hope College for this summer. I think it's very good time being here, like only focusing on my art practice, because now I'm teaching art and then I'm always like spending time with students. So like I don't feel like I have enough time to think about my work like during the semester, like or like like when I'm not in like like in residency. But being here, like it's been a while to think about my work. So it's very great for me to think about like just focusing on what I'm doing and who am I as an artist, The reason why I applied this residency is it's very supportive, firstly, because like I can get this whole studio only for myself, as well as like a housing and then even like a little bit of stipend. So that's very important for being an artist, thinking about my art, but then like maybe like a supportive cultures, like a background, and then I can just only focus on art. I think that's very important. For this show, like it's been like challenging for me to also figuring out the space, because the gallery space is kind of unique. And then I've been using the space that like having a like entire view of the imagery, and then like sculpture, video, every kind of medium that I'm using to show like what I'm trying to speak.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Every day, the people of Hope College are
leading,
discovering,
believing,
dreaming,
pursuing,
serving,
innovating,
exploring,
creating,
collaborating,
questioning,
curing.
We are finding new ways to do old things.
We are challenging the status quo
and building a legacy.
We are pursuing truth.
We are solving tomorrow's problems today.
We are thinking globally.
We are faithfully hoping.
We are celebrating victories.
This day and every day.
We are strengthened by our faith.
Bound by a shared commitment to building community.
And dedicated to providing our students with a world-class liberal arts education.
Faithful.
Welcoming, transformational.
This is Hope College.
It's no secret. The best way to learn about Hope College is to spend time on our campus. The Hope admissions team invites you to a personalized visit experience you won't forget. Located in downtown Holland, Michigan, our historic campus is close to shopping and dining and just 10 minutes from Lake Michigan. We invite you to check out our campus tour options or sign up for an online tour with the Hope admissions office. There's never been a better time to see Hope College. Visit us at hope.edu/admissions.
Welcome back to DeVos Fieldhouse. Blaine Wiersbicki here, alongside Eric Van Swol. Just under a minute here before we get kicked off for the second half action. Hope with a 32-23 lead over Trine. Hope looked in a couple separate occasions as though they might jump out to an even bigger lead, but Trine surged back a couple times in that second quarter to keep it close, and they cut it to single digits with the Kayla Wildman 3 from the left corner just before the half.
Yeah, Hope 12-point lead at the end of the first quarter. Thought they might run away with it. Trine clawed their way back. Single digits, as you said. We've been focusing on turnovers and rebounds. Trine has 10 turnovers. Hope has 9. In the rebounding category, it's 21-20 in favor of Trine. So both of those have been pretty even for the most part. Ashley Thomas had a pretty quiet second quarter. She started the first quarter with 9 points, only had 3 in the second quarter, which I shouldn't say only. It's just compared to the 9 she had in the first.
Only a 3 of 14 from beyond the arc for Trine in this first half. We mentioned that if they can get hot shooting, this is going to be a close ball game. And the Thunder start with the basketball here.
They did knock down all 4 of their free throw attempts, though.
Driving in left side, they'll kick. Here's Wildman. Shot clock into single digits, throws it across, and Thomas tried to poke it away, and it looked like she was poked in the face. Foul signal on 25, but they're both 25. Just wanted to double check. It is indeed on Shea Herbert. 25 for the Thunder.
Knocked down 2 out of those 3 trays that Trine had in the first half, did Herbert.
Thomas, top of the key, swings left wing, shot fake, step back, step in, 3 is good, and that's just too good from an All-American caliber basketball player in Kennedy Schoonville.
That is how you say silky smooth right there. Nothing you can do about that. Watch out if she gets hot.
Drive inside, nowhere to go, stuck in the paint is Artis. Feet underneath. Kelsey Taylor back into the game, works right side, gets a basket. Boy, did Trine miss her for most of that first half.
That was a big miss inside when she picked up that second foul.
Schoonville wanted to do it again. Bosco might have gotten away with a walk there. Thunder bench here certainly thought so. Muller now looking to work on Benowitz. Bosco top of the key, that one short, rebounded by Wildman.
I was gonna say, Hope could be very scary in the second half. They start working outside in with Bosco.
Artis drives in again, stops, nowhere to go. Benowitz looking to get going. Working inside, nice work around there by Voskel to poke it away.
Hope almost turned it over on the exchange, bringing it up court.
Just trying to be a little bit too friendly, pass around a little bit too much. That's a tough entry pass. Voskel comes away with it. She looked like she was slapped and then threw it away. In the end, it's a turnover for Hope. That's a dangerous pass to try and get it over the top.
Yeah, a little bit of a telegraph. Like the aggressiveness, trying to get inside, take advantage of it. She definitely had her posted up well enough for the over-the-top pass, but just poorly executed.
Artis to Benowitz. Taylor with the screen, opening up the shot, and there it goes. Look out, Benowitz gets going here. It's just a 7-point game.
Could be trouble for Hope if she keeps it up like that. She had a couple good opportunities in the first half, just couldn't quite knock them down, but got that one to go.
Thomas not contested very much on the 3 try. Schoonveld works through, gets the offensive rebound. Feet inside, nobody on Voskel, turns with the right hand. Trine couldn't quite get back into their rotation. Hope lead back up to 9.
Not often a player like Voskel is going to miss from that far away.
Newman, nice drive inside. Artis gonna pick up a foul. They're gonna get Muller. That's gonna be her second foul.
Artis with the right idea there. Nice drive inside. Got the double team from the help side D. And found Herbert in the corner wide open for a 3 look. Obviously had the foul before that, but if they can keep finding open 3 ball looks like that, I think Trine's gonna be doing some damage here in the second half.
Kelsey Taylor sets up a screen for Benowitz. Good contest on this 3, just off the mark, and Newman's fouled by Shea Herbert.
Looked like Benowitz had an opportunity to pull the trigger off the wing there, but hesitated just a little bit, set her feet, and just couldn't quite get that one to fall.
Thomas shot fake drive, was tripped driving down the lane. And this one will be on Shea Herbert again. Quickly, her 4th foul.
I was going to say, developing storyline before that play. I was going to say developing storyline that she picked up 2 quick fouls to start the half here. And now she's got 3 real quick ones, and a lot of danger for her with how much time's left on the clock.
DeSmit was stuck on Muller there, just able to get it in. Muller driving, left side, tough drive, couldn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, and eventually Kelsey Taylor runs it down.
And that's what Trine really missed the first half right there, Taylor's rebounding ability.
Oh, nice hustle, and that 3 attempt is tipped by Voskuhl. It looked like it was going to be a wide open shot for Alyssa Argyle.
It's tough when you got 5'9" going against 6'3".
Voskuhl got out there quickly and extended just in time. Trine with the inbound. Get it into Benowitz. She wants a screen from Taylor. Big hedge.
Taylor was open on the roll for about 5 seconds there.
Yeah, the hedge just stayed a little too late. Hope lucky they didn't take advantage, and a block is going to be called here.
Hope going with one of the smallest lineups we've seen them have tonight.
And the basket, it did go in. I just wanted to confirm before I said anything. They're going to count the basket. So a 3-point chance here for Kayla Wildman. And she knocks down a 3 to complete the play. It's a 6-point game. Trine closer than they have been since the beginning of the first quarter.
Yeah, earlier in the first quarter is a 6-point game, and since then they went on a scoring drought.
Backdoor try here. Schoonveld goes baseline, and she's fouled going up. Wildman picks up her first foul.
Hope needs to get back to what they were doing in the first quarter, working it inside like that, getting to the stripe if they're not getting it in.
Schoonveld's first free throw attempt is good. Didn't see a lot of free throws in that first half.
Nope, Trine was 5 for 5, well 4 for 4 in the first half and 1 for 1 so far in the second half, and Hope was only 5 of 10 before both of those got knocked down.
39-31, Hope on top. It's Kelsey Taylor. Had the shot blocked away by Barnes, and quick hands from Ashley Thomas, and she gives it right back. A little too much dribbling for Ashley Thomas.
The scrum in the middle there for a moment.
And McKinney picks it up.
Hope was lucky to come away with that.
DeSmit, left wing, working on Benowitz. Want to get it inside. Thomas turns. Offensive rebound. Barnes puts it in, and fortunate it's there. That wasn't a great look. Tried to dribble around the double team instead of kicking to the open shooter, but Hope's lead grows back to 10.
Hey, sometimes putting it up off the glass is the best thing you can do, whether or not you're intending to.
And it looked like it was going to be ripped away here by McKinney. Benowitz and McKinney had it, went out of bounds, dual possession. It's a jump ball, and it's going to be Hope basketball. Majerus in the game for Hope with Barnes, Bagley, McKinney, and DeSmit.
I was going to ask if you were paying attention to that line change or not.
Alyssa and Kaylee Argyle up top, the guards for Trine, and it's a steal right away.
Bad turnover for Hope right there.
And Trine not able to come up with a basket, and a foul going to be called here on Alyssa Argyle. She's getting a little bit scrappy out there. Both teams trying to play aggressive defense, and you're a half step too late or you're a couple inches out of position, and you pick up a foul. And just like that, Trine with the 5th foul, not quite halfway into this third quarter. Hope is going to be shooting 2 free throws the rest of the way on fouls.
Yeah, they're going to have to be careful on that, especially since they got a couple players in foul trouble now that are very important to their squad.
So Majerus to the line. Off the heel, drops in.
We've seen a couple of those tonight.
We stopped talking for a moment there just so you can hear how quiet it is in this gym with no fans. Both of those free throws from Majerus, good.
You can really hear a pin drop on free throws like that.
Wildman caught it, checked to see if she stayed in bounds. Across to the far wing, this is Alyssa Argyle and Kaylee Argyle. And DeSmit, again, reaching a hand in the cookie jar. Coach Morehouse not thrilled with that effort. She picks up another foul, and that's tough when Hope's got the shot clock on defense down to 9 seconds. Trine not even looking at the basket most of that possession, just trying to find somewhere to go.
Yeah, they turned up the heat defensively, had them in a good position where they wanted them. Not even looking at the basket, like you said, and bailing them out with a cheap foul there 30 feet away.
Wildman wants to take it on McKinney. Driving lane opens up. It's a tough shot there. Off balance, no good for Rachel Stewart. Hope quickly the other way. Bagley wants to go right side. Wildman fouls on the way up, and Wildman picks up her second.
Yeah, tough shot in the lane with the fall away. Trying to knife through the defense. Gives Hope an opportunity on the other end, and they're going back to the stripe. Shooting their 15th and 16th free throw of the evening.
Bagley off the mark on the first shot. Taking a look at the replay here. Going up with the right hand. A lot of arm there from Wildman. Bagley's second will go. Hope lead up to 13.
Hope 10 of 16 now shooting free throws. Trine still perfect from the line. They got to be pretty happy. Hope's left 6 points out there.
Wildman wants to go inside, knifes through the entire Hope defense. Nobody could stay in front. She's trying to avoid the foul in the paint, and Wildman gets it to go. She's got 8 points now.
Parting of the orange C right there. Beautiful offensive move.
To Smith, nice pass in the corner, wide open. McKinney didn't see it, but it doesn't matter. She's just going to take it herself.
That was a nice pass, a very dangerous one, but ended up paying off on both respects for the Dutch there.
Kaylee Argyle, left side handoff, and a moving screen going to be called. And it looked like it right in front of us. The Trine bench didn't like it.
They are incredulous.
And that's the third foul on Kaylee Argyle.
Another player Trine doesn't want to see in foul trouble.
DeSmit works on the screen. Barnes with the patented spin move to the left, and it won't go. Foul by Majerus trying to get the rebound, and you can hear the Trine bench to the left here calling out spin, spin. She's done that spin to the left every time she's gotten the ball, driving to the left side. They're prepared for it. They just hope their defense is prepared as the coaching staff.
I would say coach can't want it as much as the players, or more than the players. And they got lucky there that couldn't quite get that one to fall for Barnes. Nice move, just rolled out.
Hope again picking up the defensive pressure on the perimeter. Wildman able to get inside, turns and spins. Nice fake and gets it to go. Wildman is the one for the Thunder tonight when they really need a basket. Double-digit scorer now. She's got 10.
Yeah, Banowitz has a couple nice baskets as a leading scorer, but has been relatively quiet compared to what you'd expect. And Wildman been picking up the slack, keeping the Thunder in the game.
Barnes blocked inside, gets her own rebound. Trying to take it away. And a 3-second call here on Barnes. She's just trying to get a handle on the ball.
Looked like the ref under the basket was about to call a jump ball. I was going to say that was a quick trigger on a jump ball, but 3 seconds makes a lot more sense.
2:45 left here, and the ones coming back in for Hope. They've got a 12-point lead, looking to push that a little further here as they head into the fourth quarter momentarily.
Nothing Hope would like more than to extend this lead, and nothing Trine would like more than to cut it back to single digits.
Kaylee Argyle trying to work right side underneath. Bosco with the foul, it won't quite go. But nonetheless, Rachel Stewart's going to have 2 free throws.
Yeah, Stewart with a nice cut there, had an open look and went up, knew the contact was coming. Looked like she almost turned backwards and almost got to flip in still.
Stewart's first free throw is good. Chance to get it back to 10 here with the second. And it's good.
Trine staying perfect from the line so far.
So Newman across the timeline. Swinging around, Moeller, now Voskuhl up top, looking for Schoonveld inside. They get it to her, and that's a nice finish through traffic. A lot of arms swinging around. Good focus and patience to get that one to go.
Yep, she kept her composure, regained control of the ball, was able to go up strong with it.
Maybe a double dribble there on Kaylee Argyle. But gets away with it, and it's Alyssa Argyle underneath picking up the trash, but can't quite get it to go. Hope pushing the other way. Schoonveld had to run that one down in the corner.
Voskuhl wants it inside. She's got an absolute mismatch, and they couldn't get it to her.
Free ball well short on the attempt from Newman. Now Ashley Thomas back. Going in the middle. This one trickles all the way to Benowitz. Three from the left wing. That one was halfway down. How did that not go? That's straight in line from our vantage point.
I don't know if she was the original recipient of that pass, but it got to her eventually.
Ended up with a wide open look. Voskuhl wants to go inside. Schoonveld working through a double team, gets it to go. Schoonveld has become the go-to. Lead back up to 14 for the Dutch.
Well, you got to give the Trine coaches credit because they've been calling out what Hope's going to be doing beforehand for several possessions in a row now, so they've absolutely done their homework.
Kaylee Argyle just working the ball around, goes baseline. Off the back of the backboard. Rachel Stewart couldn't save it. Another turnover. Hope's got possession here with under a minute left in the third.
We've seen the ball go off the heel of the rim a few times tonight, but not the heel of the backboard.
Well, a big minute here for Trine's chances. You're down 14, still plenty of time to play, but big difference if you go in down 16 or 17 to the fourth quarter where you've got to play a perfect fourth quarter. Hope's got to play the worst fourth quarter, whereas if you can get it down to 11 or 12, you feel like you got a lot better chance. Voskuhl trying to drive left side.
Done,
Absolutely, they get a stop there. Got to work it up the floor here. Benowitz, left wing, Schoonveld, defend nicely, and that's a clean block on Schoonveld. All ball, she tried to go to the left. Inside for Voskuhl. Should kick this to a shooter, thrown away, another turnover. 20 seconds. It's a track meet here in this last minute. Driving all the way, Kaylee Argyle underneath the rim. Reverse layup, gets it to go.
What a finish. Went all the way into the lane, into the land of the trees. Saw she didn't have an opportunity, came up under the rim and took advantage.
Newman wants to drive. Ball poked away. A few bumps, and they're just going to say out of bounds off Newman, so Trine will perhaps get one more shot here with a couple seconds left in the third quarter.
We'll see if they can throw up a half quarter here and knock it down.
Yeah, just 12 points right now. Not going to get a shot off in time here, so it'll be 51-39. Hope with the lead as we head into the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break here. Hear a word from our sponsors. We'll be right back after this. Trine basketball to start the fourth quarter. The Thunder with the 12-point deficit. Spoke about it toward the end of the third there. They did what they had to keep themselves in the game. 12 instead of 16. Still going to be a very difficult fourth quarter comeback attempt. They're going to have to score more than they have in any quarter so far. They're going to have to try to hold Hope to 3, 4, maybe 5 points if they want to have a shot at this. 39 points in 3 quarters and down 12 here. A lot to ask, but crazier things have happened. 10 minutes, plenty of time left in this game between top 5 teams.
Yeah, but pretty even since the end of the first quarter. It was a 12-point deficit then, a 12-point deficit now, hoping to flip the script on Hope and do what they did in the first quarter in the reverse. Hope's biggest lead was up to 15 midway through the second quarter and hasn't gotten any further than that.
Michaela Artis guarded by DeSmit. DeSmit loves to use those hands. Picked up a couple reach-in fouls so far tonight. Kelsey Taylor's going to have to be big for Trine in this fourth quarter.
Trine has Herbert back on the floor. He's knocked down a couple threes, and she's got 4 fouls. Got to be careful on the defensive end.
DeSmit comes in, takes the ball right away from Michaela Artis. Almost threw it away on the other end.
Not the start Trine was hoping for in the fourth quarter with a turnover there.
Muller wants to drive, kicks, wide open shooter. McKinney's been making them all night, and she knocks that one down as well. There's a big shot. Heartbreaker for Trine. Now down 15, got to work quick. No chance you can take all 30 seconds of the shot clock on these possessions.
Nope, they're going to have to get quick buckets, and they're not going to be able to trade buckets.
Poked away from Taylor on the ground, and DeSmit picks up her 3rd foul of the night, and all 3 fouls have been exactly the same. Trying to reach in, just a little bit too late.
Hey, you like the aggressiveness, you know, that's why you get 5 fouls.
Artist inbound. Shea Herbert just works her way right in front. Kayla Wildman has been a hot hand for the Thunder. This one's thrown away. That's going to be over and back, and it's going to go to the Dutch.
Interesting over and back call there. I thought the Dutch were the first ones to touch it as it came across the timeline.
Yeah, it was pretty close. Maybe take another look at that one if we get the chance. But indeed, from the back, tough to see here. But it seems like, yeah, Barnes was the one to grab it. So
a little miscommunication on Trine's end again. They got to get their offense in order.
Newman to Thomas. Thought about a shot, drives right side, has it poked away.
So tough when you got a player that tall who can legitimately knock down threes as well as drive to the rim.
Barnes on the elbow. Newman drives left, goes to kick. Great read there by Wildman to jump the passing lane. McKinney, 5 seconds on the shot clock. Thomas has got a wide open look. It's going to be wide left. Offensive board, though, from McKinney. And Hope be happy to just take down some clock here. 15-point lead. 15 seconds on the shot clock.
I was going to say if they can keep melting it away and not turn the ball over, but right on cue, there's a turnover.
Got a little pinball action, and eventually out of bounds. Trine wants to take a full timeout here with 8:13 remaining. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. We're back here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Blaine Wiersbicky and Eric Van Swol on the call. Hope's got a 15-point lead here. 8:13 remaining for Trine, who've really approached their Rubicon here. They've either got to make it happen now or it's going to be never. Just not enough time to waste a few possessions. It's got to be perfect from here on out if they've got a chance.
Look at you breaking out the historical references there.
Can't remember if it's the Odyssey or the Iliad, though, so don't give me too much credit. Trine ball. Shea Herbert inbound.
It's okay. These days, most people probably think it's a, type of vehicle.
A Jeep, yeah. It's the coolest Jeep Wrangler on the block. Just over 8 to play here. Trine. Gets it to Herbert, go over top, Taylor. Nice denial by Thomas. They don't want to let it in. Courtney Barnes tasked with guarding Taylor.
Taylor was open, too, if that pass didn't get rejected like that.
Got a switch here. Thomas down on Taylor. Wide open three. Benowitz, this is wide to the right. Taylor, offensive rebound. Wants to go right into Thomas. Has it poked away by McKinney.
McKinney's come up big the last quarter and a half for Hope on offensive and defensive end.
So Hope on the other end of the spectrum would like to drain as much of the shot clock as they can, you'd imagine. No shot unless it's a wide open look. There's about 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Nice shot fake. Thomas will go inside, try to go around the attempt to pick up a charge. Won't go. Trine ball. So you want to take some time, but you want to try and make sure you get a good look as well.
Not quite the old North Carolina four corners offense, because you still want to be able to have an opportunity to make a decent looking shot. But yeah, definitely want to drain the clock, bleed it out as much as possible. Every second that ticks off is in favor of Hope at this point.
Benowitz left wing, defended by Bagley. Thomas got out of position. That left a wide open lane there for Shea Herbert, but Herbert couldn't finish the open layup.
Help D threw her off just a little bit there.
Thomas swings to McKinney. Courtney Barnes came to a jump stop. Nowhere to go. Long three, Thomas off the heel. So the Hope offense is slowed down, but Trine hasn't responded yet the way they need to. Pretty much got to get a bucket on every possession from here on out if you're Trine. Driving inside, Wildman. Benowitz, right side, kick back out.
Taking a lot of the shot clock as well.
Yeah, just not able to get a good look they want. That's going to be an air ball. It's going to stay with the Thunder. Oh, underneath the Herbert ends up with a wide open basket. They'll take it, but as you mentioned, that's 25 seconds of game clock to cut it to 13.
Hope is very happy to give that up. 2 points for 25 seconds at this point.
Especially if the Dutch can come up with a few buckets of their own. Oh, nice stop and go. Thought Newman would go up, but kicks it out instead.
Must not have had the angle underneath the backboard there.
Barnes, the handoff to Newman. Hope got to be careful, looking like a turnover coming up. Bagley drives inside, short jumper, gets it to go. Back to 15.
That's that trading buckets that we were talking about.
Deflating for the Trine bench. A lot less noise than just the possession before.
I was going to say, I'm not going to say they're losing their energy, but it's tough when they keep going back and forth like that.
Wildman's really been the only one that has been able to get that determination, get to the basket, and just make something happen for Trine tonight. She'll go to the line to shoot 2 here. The only double-digit score for the Thunder with 10 so far tonight.
Herbert close with 8, but you're right. Can't say enough about the way Wildman's played. The energy, the offensive and defensive presence has been big. I think, again, going back to that first quarter, it really hurt when Taylor had 2 fouls in the first quarter for Trine.
Is that our first missed free throw of the night for Trine? I haven't been keeping up on the live stats.
It is in fact. They were 7 for 7 before that.
So Wildman misses both. Wildman, that's from not too far from here. Rockford, Ram product.
She traded in wearing the orange for the Navy.
Left wing, get it inside. And Voskuhl was expecting something to happen. Schoonveld wasn't on the same page.
Couldn't quite connect on that cut.
Benowitz wants to go inside. Voskuhl just stands her ground. Hope really should look to slow it down again here. The 15-point lead. Coach Morehouse wants a timeout. Not thrilled with a few things he's seen over the last minute from his senior. But a good pep talk, one of the best in the business. Coach Morehouse, over 500 wins. Fastest to do it. Hope with a 15-point lead, 4:53 left here in DeVos. Haven't seen Hope with a lot of timeouts tonight, but I think Coach Morehouse just wanted to say, you know what? We've got the upper hand here, 5 minutes left. We're gonna run some sets, chew a little clock, maybe get her down to 15 before we start running our play, try and get one good shot of possession, get back and play some defense.
Yeah, they're gonna have to break out the Hoosiers offense, 5 passes before any shot goes up. It's been a tough shooting night for Tara Banowitz. She's 2 for 9 so far. Normally, as we've mentioned several times, the leading scorer tonight, just 5 points. And not for lack of open looks. They've been there and they just quite haven't fallen for her. We'll see if she can step up here in the last 5 minutes and give the Thunder a chance.
Well, better news for Trine fans on the men's side of things. Looks like the Thunder have a 68-42 lead over the Hope men down in Angola tonight.
Maybe I was wrong about that home court advantage thing.
So it's Hope with the 15-point lead in the ball. Schoonveld, nice kick. McKinney just can't miss tonight. That's a great set. You get the hot hand, curl around the top, kick it out. The lead is 18.
She's been tickling the twine. 4 for 4 tonight, 3 for 3 from downtown. Tough to stop. Going full Christian Leitner tonight, not missing a shot.
Argyle to Argyle. Nice cut inside. That's a great look. And Sam Underhill knocks it down. Just the diagonal cut straight to the rim. Nothing fancy. Saw the open space and took it.
It's that Argyle, the Argyle connection there to start off.
Hope again, swinging around. Chew some clock. McKinney thinking about a heat check maybe here. Bosco inside. Nice job right there by Herbert to jump into the passing lane. McKinney's going to pick up the foul here. Got the shoulder into Rachel Stewart.
That's a turnover Trine's looking for right there. Hope up to 17 turnovers on the night. Trine sitting at 19 so far.
Courtney Barnes back into the game for the Dutch. Inbound, nice play, knock it down, the hoop and the harm for Alyssa Argyle.
That's exactly what Trine needed coming out of that out-of-bounds play.
McKinney picks up her third. Come to the bench. McKinney certainly deserves a breather the way she's played tonight. That one will not go, so all of a sudden Trine's missed 3 in a row from the line after not missing all night.
Can't even blame the announcers, Kurtz. I mentioned it, and then they made 3 in a row after that, so I'm not taking the blame for that one.
Schoonveld cuts, kicks. Ripped out to the far side, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Bosco will drive. In the paint, spins. That's a tough finish. Up with the left hand through contact.
A great defense by Trine there, that possession. They did just about everything they could, but how do you stop that?
3 minutes left here. Hope's lead back up to 16. Cutting inside. Not really sure who was supposed to be the recipient. Into spit now. Defended by Kaylee Argyle. The Argyles from Freeland, Michigan. One junior, one sophomore.
I always think it's cool when siblings get to play on the same team like that, especially at the collegiate level.
Bosco kicks to the corner now. Shot clock down to 7. Long skip. And DeSmit looked like she was worried about the deflection there. Might have been tipped. Tough time catching, stepped out of bounds.
Time's running out, though.
Yeah, 2:30 here for Trine. It's going to be Kaylee Argyle trying to drive, spins all the way in, knocks it down. Didn't see that one coming, whipped through about 3 defenders with a really nice finish. Cuts the lead down to 14, 2:18 remaining. It's a 30-second timeout for Trine. We'll stay right here.
Trine should have been running that offense all night.
Make it, the layup play.
That was beautiful. Swoop, scoop, and score.
So looking down the line for Trine. Shea Herbert has got 8 points. We mentioned it. Wildman, the leading scorer for the Thunder so far tonight. 6 apiece for Kaylee Argyle and Rachel Stewart. It's been pretty balanced and spread out scoring for the Thunder. And looking at the stat sheet coming into the game, that was the case and what we expected. 2 teams here that both have a lot of players that can put the rock in the net.
Yeah, and on Hope's side, as we mentioned, McKinney with 15. Perfect so far. 5 for 5 overall. Knocked down her 1 free throw. Ashley Thomas at 12 points in the first half, still sitting on 12, but nipping at the heels of McKinney for leading scorer. And Bosco in double figures as well. Kennedy Schoonveld not too far behind with 9. So Hope running that balanced attack as well. And almost have 4 players in double figures.
So we'll get an unexpected second timeout called here back-to-back off the 32nd. I believe Hope took a full, and that's why you get the pleasure of hearing Eric and I talk for a little bit longer here.
We actually called that timeout specifically.
Get a little more screen time here before we head away and listen to some tunes here in DeVos.
Maybe now is a good moment to thank our referees for being out here. Todd Hoke, Andy McKellar, and Jake Rolfe. Done a pretty solid job this evening. And we know officiating is not easy in a normal world, and definitely not easy these days.
Everybody with a little bit more of a challenge than what they've seen in the past. The players, the coaches, The referees and, of course, the fans don't get to come watch in attendance. Very lucky we get to do so to call the game. But thank you for all of you tuning in and watching from home. Top 5 matchup tonight doesn't get much better than this. And Hope got the better of Trine in all 3 matchups last year, and it appears that they're very likely to do so again here in their first game this season. Of course, this game doesn't count towards the MIAA championship, as there's not enough games for everyone to play twice. And Schoonveld was trapped but fouled, so it's just the final 7 games of the conference slate that will count towards the conference championship.
Yeah, you mentioned at the height of the broadcast that Hope got the better of Trine all 3 times last year, but I believe we failed to mention that all 3 of those games were pretty tight for the most part.
Certainly the closest that Hope saw on most occasions, and Trine was a team that was also in the Sweet 16, still alive when the tournament got shut down last year. Muller left wing, Hope just taking their time here. A lot of hands on there. Get a little more leeway at this point in this type of game, but finally they've got to call the foul on Sophia Craig. So that puts 20 more seconds up for Hope on the shot clock.
And that's not what you want to see if you're a fan of the Thunder.
Schoonveld wants to take it all herself, but everybody in the building knew she wanted to go to the rack. She's blocked. Trine coming the other way. Craig for a 3, short.
Just haven't been able to get those 3s to drop.
Alyssa Argyle goes baseline, had it poked away and picked up by Kaylee Argyle for the quick 2. Now Trine gets it down to 12.
I think we'll give Alyssa an assist on that one.
Just 1:27 remaining. 30-second timeout here, just a quick break. Hope now with multiple scorers in double figures tonight. As we see the biggest story probably for the Dutch has been Ella McKinney, the sophomore out of Hazlitt, seeing extended playing time tonight. Didn't miss from the field. Don't have to take a lot of shots when you make them all. And she's got 15 points. Which again is a lot for this Hope team when you got minutes dispersed in the way that they are. Everybody's playing, you're rotating in and out. You're not seeing a lot of 30-point ball games from people being out there for 35 minutes out of a game. You're lucky to get 20 minutes and take advantage of it. 15 points. It's not something you come across too often, especially for a non-starter for this Hope team.
Yeah, pretty impressive performance from her. She got 3 rebounds to go along with those 15 points as well.
She's bringing up the floor. Backs out of the trap. Showing some good ball handling and patience here. Tried to get it into Voskuhl, thrown away. Trine looks to push. Schoonveld wants to get back. It's a tough layup try. That's going to go off Voskuhl and out of bounds, so it will stay with Trine, who, despite having just 1:05 left down 12, they're pushing like they still feel they can win this game.
Got to appreciate the never quit attitude. Maybe if they can knock down a couple 3s here and get right back in this.
Said they feed it inside. No good, though, for Sam Underhill. And if you saw Texas A&M against Northern Iowa a few years back in the tournament, down 13 with about a minute to go, turned it over possession after possession after possession, ended up winning that game in overtime.
That was an instant classic for sure.
Just 40 seconds left here, though. Hope can really just hold on to the ball.
We'll see if Reggie Miller makes an appearance.
Kick to the corner. McKinney would not get this one to go. Looked like she was going to get the shooter's roll. Just didn't seem like she could miss tonight.
She had to break her perfect shooting streak on that, and it almost fell anyways.
Argyle hits the 3 on this end. And it's a 9-point game here. 17 seconds. Trine will have to foul.
And that's what Trine's been missing. Just 5 of 22 shooting from downtown. Good for 22%. Hope on the other side, 7 of 17 for 41% shooting.
Trine's still going to have to foul 2 more times to send Hope to the free throw line.
Doesn't appear that they're going to foul.
I think they want them to. Oh, they're going for the trap. And they've got the trap. Hope just able to keep it alive. And they're going to leave it to go the end of the game. And That'll do it here from DeVos. Number 1 Hope beats number 5 Trine by a final score of 61-52. Another thing different this year, no handshake lines in front of us, just a wave and a good game. And we'll see you next time as Coach Morehouse and his team will remain undefeated. They'll move to 5-0. Trine falls to 5-1. But again, this game does not count toward the MIAA championship. That game at Trine the next time around will be the biggest matchup of the year once again. Winner of that will be the heavy favorite, of course, to win the MIAA championship.
We're going to have to call up Trine and see if we can sneak our way in over there and maybe call that game on the road.
The 4-man broadcast crew. Well, that'll do it from us here tonight at DeVos as you take a look at some of the highlights that our fantastic crew puts together on the fly. Thank you to our camera personnel, directors, producers. Thank you to our athletic director, Mr. Tim Schoonveld, Alan Babbitt, our sports information director, Darren Deistermars, our PA announcer right in front of us, everybody else here at Hope, making it possible for us to bring you some Hope College basketball, even though you can't be here in person. For Eric Van Swol, I'm Blaine Weersbicky. Thanks for tuning in. We got home basketball on Saturday for the men's team. We hope to see you there.